have already studied how to find perimeter and area of simple plane figures such as rectangle, square, parallelogram, triangle, circles, etc. in your earlier classes. Now, many objects that we come across in our daily life are related to circular in shape, like cycle wheels, then dartboard, you might have seen this, then round cakes, puppet, bangles, etc. These are some of the examples. So the problem of finding perimeters and areas related to this circular object is of great practical importance. And in today's video, we will just revise the concept of perimeter and area of circle and apply this in finding out areas of two special parts of circular region, that is sector and segment. So first in this video we are going to revise about perimeter and area of circles. Now, perimeter of a circle means distance covered by traveling once around a circle, that is called as perimeter. Other name of perimeter is circumference. So if O is the center of the circle, I am starting from this point, say A, and traveling once round the circle, okay, and coming back to the same point A. So then this total length, this length will give you perimeter of the circle, otherwise called as circumference of the circle. In earlier classes, you might have studied that circumference divided by diameter will give you a constant. Circumference divided by diameter will give you a constant, and that constant is nothing but pi, and value of pi is 3.14. It is an irrational number, so it is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimals, and this will keep on continuing the decimal numbers. It is a non-terminating decimal as well as it is non-repeating, non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So pi is an irrational number. For in doing the problems, we will take the value of pi as 3.14 or 22/7. So the ratio between circumference and the diameter is a constant, that is called as pi. Or from this we can say that the formula for circumference is otherwise called as perimeter of the circle. Circumference is pi d, and we know that diameter is twice the radius, so pi into 2r, or usually in problems we will use the formula for circumference of the circle as 2 pi r, where the value of the pi can be taken as 3.14 or 22/7. Now next we will see how to find the formula for area of circle. In your smaller classes you might have done this activity. Take the circle, draw a circle, divide the circle into number of sectors like this. We can name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sectors are there here. Now cut this and arrange in this form. So we can have here 1, then I have 3, 5, 7, 9, then 11, 13 and 15, and that white color I'll arrange in this way. So it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So now we have got a rectangular shape. If you cut still into finer small parts, exactly a rectangle you will be getting. Now we can see here this area of the circle is same as now the area of the rectangle given below. So area of circle I can write here as area of rectangle, and we know the formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth. Here length is pi r. Why it is pi r? You can see pi, the perimeter of the circle is the length of the one full boundary, that will be equal to perimeter or circumference, the distance covered by traveling once around a circle, that is its perimeter. So if I start from here and keep on going like this, then till here this is half circle, and again coming back to the same position, that will give you the perimeter of the circle. Now only from till here to here it is pi r, half the perimeter. Half the perimeter you can see. If you take this part also full, then only you will get the full circle. So we know the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, and from here to here it will be half into 2 pi r, which is equal to pi r. So length of this rectangle is nothing but pi r. Again we can see that the breadth is, this distance is same as this distance. We can see that the distance is same, this part, this distance is same as this one, this length. So that is nothing but radius of the circle. So length I have got as pi r, and breadth I have got as r. So our area of the circle is pi r square, and the length is just pi r, not the full 2 pi r, it is just a pi r, because half part only, the remaining, the white portion we are keeping like this. This is how the area of the circle formula is derived, and area of circle is pi r square, and circumference of the circle is, circumference or perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r. R is the radius of the circle, and pi is 3.14. Now let's do some of the problems. Radii of two circles are 19 cm and 9 cm respectively. So let the radius of the circle be 9 cm and radius of the circle be 19 cm. Find the radius of the circle which has circumference equal to sum of circumference of this two circle. So the radii of this new circle I want to find. The radii of this new circle, as God, we need to find the radii of the circle, but one condition they have given, the circumference of this circle, that is, if it is 2 pi r, circumference of this circle will be equal to the sum of circumference of these two circles, that is 2 pi r1 plus 2 pi r2. So here radius of the first circle we will take as r1. R1 is 9 cm. Again radius of the second circle is 19 cm, that I have taken as R2. We want to find the radius of this new circle R, that is simply R, or if you want you can take R3. So R3 we want to find out in such a way, only one condition they have given. The radius of the, we want to find the radius of the new circle, but the condition is circumference of the new circle is equal to sum of circumference of other two circles. So we know that 2 pi r3 first we will find out. From that I can find out the radius of the new circle, which is equal to 2 pi r1 plus 2 pi r2. 2 pi is common, r1 plus r2 is 9 plus 19. Okay. And this side also 2 pi r3, 2 pi and 2 pi will get cancelled. R3 is equal to 9 plus 19 is 28 cm. So my radius of the new circle is 28 cm. So again next question, radii of two circles are 8 cm and 6 cm. So radii of the circle, big circle is 8 cm. I am going to take as R2, and radii of the small circle is 6 cm. I will take as R1. Here we need to find the radius of the new circle, and let it be R3. I don't know what is the radius of the new circle, but one condition they have given, having area equal to sum of areas of these two circles. So area of this circle, that is pi r3 square, is equal to pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. So this is the condition they have given. So I can write pi r3 square. We know area of the circle formula is pi r square, which is equal to pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. So here we have pi r3 square is equal to pi into r1 square plus r2 square. Pi and pi cancel. So r3 square is equal to 6 square plus 8 square. R3 square is equal to 36 plus 48, and which is equal to, 8 square is 64. So R3 square is equal to 100. R3 will be square root of 100, which is equal to 10 centimeter. So the radius of the new circle, which is having area equal to sum of areas of the two circles, is nothing but 10 centimeter. Now the third question, the wheels of a car are of diameter 80 centimeter. So diameter means from here to here it is 80 centimeter. So the radius will be half of diameter, 40 centimeter. How many complete revolution does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour? How many times does this make one full revolution? That means starting from here, the point has to come, the ending point also will be same. So then it will be one revolution. Like that, how many complete revolution does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling? Speed is also given. So number of revolutions, the formula is number of revolution is equal to total distance this has covered in how many minutes? Total distance in 10 minutes divided by in 10 minutes divided by circumference of the wheel. Correct? So number of revolution is equal to total distance in 10 minutes divided by circumference of the wheel. Now circumference of the wheel is nothing but perimeter. So first we will find out the perimeter circumference, which is equal to 2 pi r, that is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into 40. Let it be there. Now we will find out what is the total distance it has taken in 10 minutes. Total distance formula we know, it is speed into time. Distance is nothing but speed into time. Speed they have given 66 kilometer. Speed is given as 66 kilometer per hour. Time they have given as 10 minutes. One is in hour, other is in minute. So this time, minutes we can convert into hour by dividing by 60. So time is 10 by 60 hour. So I can write 10 by 60. Now this is equal to, when you simplify this, we have, you can cancel this, which is equal to 11 kilometer. So this is in kilometer. Again, we know the radius they have given is in centimeter. So that this part we have to convert into centimeters because our circumference is in centimeter. Radius we can see here it is 40 centimeter. So we need to convert this 11 kilometer into centimeters. We know that 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So 11 into 1000, now I got meters. Again 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So again I have to multiply with 100, then only I can convert this answer into centimeters. So it is equal to this much centimeters. Now we can substitute. Number of revolution is equal to total distance in 10 minutes divided by circumference of the wheel. So divided by 2 into 22 by 7 into 40. So number of revolution is equal to the total distance travelled is this much, 11 lakh divided by 2 into 22 by 7, that 7 will go in the numerator and radius is 40. Now we can simplify this. So when you simplify this, you will be having 4,375 revolution the wheel had made in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour. So number of revolution is 4,375. So in this video we have studied about area and circumference of the circle. We have revised the topic, we have revised the concept area and perimeter of circle. Thank you for watching my video.